So what's up, guys? Miles back with another video. Today I want to talk about how to be indifferent to most things in life. I feel like this is an important video. I even got some notes over here on my laptop that I've been writing down. Normally on my videos, I kind of just come off the cuff, kind of, have a couple talking points in mind. I just kind of just go with the flow and flow it as I go. But on this one, I feel like it was more important to have a little bit more depth in what I'm saying and give a little bit more examples, because I feel like this is an important video and could give you a lot of value and give you a lot of peace in life if that's what you're looking for and that's what you value. So first we're gonna go into some of the key points, and then I'm gonna give you guys some examples of people that are indifferent to life or indifferent to most things. So the first thing you got to realize is in life is you can't control most people and you can't control most things. See, in life, there's a lot of things that you're not in control of. A lot of things that you don't see coming, a lot of things that you're helpless to, right? When it comes to the weather, I mean, there's been days where the weather people have been off completely. There's been days where they've been spot on. When it comes to, your own pain and your own struggles, let's say that some of you guys broke bones, some of you guys got concussions, some of you guys, whatever it was, somebody died. You didn't wake up that morning and be like, damn, I'm gonna go break my arm. I'm gonna go get a concussion today in football. I'm gonna go get into a car accident. I want this person to die. Like we never wake up thinking that way. We just kind of wake up and just go and kind of just go with the flow. We have a plan, but we don't have a plan. We have a routine, but oftentimes if something disrupts that routine, it's often because it's out of our control, and we tend to get mad whenever we're not in control of things completely in our lives, and that's what gives us a lot of stress, gives us a lot of anxiety, sometimes even forces you to go into a depression. But I think it's a very key reality that you must accept, is that most things you can't control, right? I could go out today and just slip and fall, and now I got a broken leg. I can go out today, get into a car accident, not because it's my fault, but because somebody was drunk, or because somebody else just decided to hit me. They didn't see me for whatever reason. So that's point number one. You're really helpless. A lot of things you can't help. There's a lot of things you can help, but there's probably more things that you are out of control, that are not in your control. You can't control the next person. You can't control your mom and what she does. You can't control your wife and what she does. You can only control what you put up with. You can't control your friends. You can only control what you put up with. You can't control your manager. You can only control what you put up with. You can't control your coworkers. You can only control what you put up with. And see, a lot of you guys are trying to force people to do stuff that they either don't want to do, can't do, or not even interested in doing. All you can do is just present the argument, be transparent with what you want them to do, be transparent in your intentions, and either they're going to want to do it or they're not going to want to do it, right? Out of your control. And that's going to give you a lot of peace of mind and how to be indifferent to things. Now, this next one is a very, very, very important one. Very important one. And I was watching a little breakdown of Fight Club, and it made me come up with this, and it made me think and reflect on some of the things in my life and how this impacted my life, right? So the next point is suffering promotes freedom. You have to suffer. You have to push it to the limit in order to see what your limits are, what you can and cannot do. And once you hit, like, I was watching an analysis of Fight Club, and Brad Pitt was talking about once you hit rock bottom, that's whenever you become free. When you accept your own immortality, that's when you become free. You start doing the things that you want to do. You stop caring about what people think of you, because we're all headed to the same fate eventually. So why would you be worried about what somebody else is thinking? And it made me come up with or think about two guys in particular. Right. If you watch one of my favorite shows on Netflix is Peaky Blinders, right? If you guys haven't checked that series out, it's probably the most underrated series on Netflix. Right. Now, if you're not into gangster movies or gangster, not movie, it's not a movie, it's a series. You're not into a gangster series, or you're not into thinking and war strategy, like, that's probably not going to be your forte. But I'm going to use Tommy Shelby as an example. So the reason why Tommy can push it to the limit in certain situations, and the reason why he's not afraid of a lot of things, is because he's already been afraid. He's already been afraid at the highest level. If you're paying attention to his story, he talks about whenever he was in World War I, and the infantry people, they left him and his crew to die. And luckily for them, they're still alive, because the other side of the army never came to annihilate them, because they were out of ammo, they were low in troops, they were pretty much suicide. They were just lucky that the people didn't come and kill them, that their enemy didn't come and kill them. So that's why Tommy can do certain stuff, and he even talks about it. He's like, I remember whenever he was talking to Alfie Solomon, he was like, hey, you're talking to somebody that's already dead. And it made Tommy push it to the more limit whenever he died. He almost died in season 3, I think it is, season 4. And he just kept pushing and pushing and pushing, because he had suffered so much that he was being free. It caused him to be free and not to give a shit about most things. Now, I'm not saying you should seek out situations or do certain things where your life is at risk. I'm just using that as an example. But what I am saying is, whenever you're going through a learning period, when it comes to learning a job or learning a different skill, the beginning part of it is probably your suffering. You got to learn, you got to adapt to it. It's frustrating, you're fucking up a lot. And it isn't until you do it over an extended period of time that you begin to get comfortable, and you adjust and do things very carefully. And you're next thing you know, you're doing things with little effort. You're playing with it, you're toying with it. But you would have never got to that level if you never suffered. So when you go into certain things, you're going to suck at them in the beginning. That's just inevitable, right? But if you have the perseverance to persevere through that suffering, freedom's on the other side. Michael Jordan talks about this as well. The reason why I'm successful is because I failed so many times. The reason why I can take the last minute shot and make it now is because I missed it so many other times. So guys, I want you to think about this message, dissect it, come back to it, think about it and apply it in your own life. Tell me what you guys think about this in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. If you like my content in general, if you like my channel in general, consider donating $Cashapp. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Myleschum. Both those links are in the description. Be indifferent to life's goal, or be indifferent to life's obstacles by accepting the suffering and enduring the suffering.